it's down. We're going.
The venom of a rattlesnake is so powerful, it could kill a human. This should spell certain death for the snake's smaller prey. But one intrepid animal has shown it can absorb a full-on strike and survive. How is it possible that a pint-sized mammal can defeat venom? In the forests and foothills of Northern California, two scientists, Don Owings and Dick Koss, have ringside seats to this extraordinary encounter as a deadly predator is about to be confronted. In one corner, the California ground squirrel, and in the other, its nemesis, the northern Pacific rattlesnake.
Here, take this noose. There we go. Now, get him. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy. Oh, okay.
Squirrels are these snakes' #1 target, and these are their favorite kind, the pups, tucked away in their underground burrows.
These snakes do eat a lot of ground squirrel babies. We were watching a poor mom with babies, and she had 2 different entrances to her burrow, and there was a rattlesnake at each one of them, and she was battling to get past them so she could get her babies out and transfer them to another burrow system. After she had transferred several pups, a 3rd rattlesnake arrived at this new burrow system where she was moving her pups to.
Ground squirrels should be very afraid, but some of them have learned to fight back.
You're seeing these squirrels that are really brave and go up to a rattlesnake being bitten, and then it's continuing to fight.
Owings and Koss wanted to maximize their chances of seeing snake-squirrel encounters up close. They found an area loaded with squirrel burrows and positioned a rattlesnake right in the heart of it.
Now this guy is tethered, he can't go anywhere, but he behaves in a way that is as natural as you can hope. And the squirrels will find him very attractive, and they should be popping up out of these burrows right over here. And we should get some action pretty quickly.
At mid-morning, the squirrels emerge from their burrows to find food. Little do they realize, their main predator is within striking distance. All the while, the scientists film the encounter.
Okay, he's coming in from the right.
All right, I'm moving up.
All right, can you get him over there? And you can see the snake's moving a little bit.
And I've got him in view.
Suddenly, a squirrel spies the snake. The squirrels go on high alert. Astonishingly, they don't flee. They stand their ground and then move toward the snake.
When a squirrel first spots a rattler, it stares intensely at it. And then very often it initiates an approach. Typically that includes pauses with tail flagging until it gets very close to the snake. Then sometimes it extends its body toward the snake, begins to investigate it, circles around the snake, sometimes tries to get to the tail region to take a bite out of the tail.
When the scientists first saw this behavior, they were perplexed. The squirrel's actions seemed suicidal. Rattlesnakes are armed with enough venom to kill a creature 10 times their size.
Well, this is very spectacular because it's totally unexpected that a small rodent would actually try to confront a snake that wants to eat it.
The scientists even managed to film the ultimate act of squirrel bravado, taking a rattlesnake strike. And it's not the first time they've seen this.
Another interaction we happened upon was a mother confronting a rattlesnake who was hunting her babies. She got close enough to take a hit from the snake. It clearly hurt. She backed off, groomed vigorously. Still in pain, obviously, she hobbled back over to continue to confront the snake.
Time and again, they've seen these intrepid rodents absorb venom that could kill a human. So why weren't the squirrels dying?
It made me unbelievably tense, waiting for the lethal bite to be delivered, but it never came. The bites came, but they weren't lethal.
Since it's almost as if the squirrels are running around with a shield against the venom itself.
The two researchers began to wonder if they might be witnessing something remarkable. Some ground squirrels seemed to have developed their own internal anti-venom. Had they evolved resistance? Their colleague, Jim Biardi, took up the case. To find out if ground squirrels had somehow evolved a defense against this venom, he first needed to test their blood. He carefully anesthetized hundreds of squirrels and harmlessly extracted some of their blood.
I'm going to draw the blood sample directly from the heart, and this will ensure that I can get a large sample, but at the same time, the heart is so muscular that it will seal immediately after I withdraw the syringe.
Biardi isolated the plasma, the clear portion of the squirrel's blood. He ran it through a machine to test whether any part of it could withstand a blast of rattler venom.
In each one of these wells, I can put a mixture of snake venom and the squirrel blood plasma, and then see how much activity of the venom remains. The color code indicates the level of activity of the venom in the presence of the squirrel blood plasma, with blue being very low activity and red being very high activity.
Each of the 6 top squares represents a different part of the squirrel's blood. The red square indicates a portion that offers no resistance to the rattler's venom. But the blue square shows a part that shields the squirrel from its toxic effects, allowing these animals to absorb a full strike and survive. Over millions of years, the squirrels really have evolved resistance to rattlesnake venom. This explains why ground squirrels can be so brazen. If squirrels have found an answer to rattlesnake venom, it might appear useless for the snakes to pursue them. But there's one group of squirrels that is still vulnerable: the pups.
Adult ground squirrels are able to withstand the full venom dose of a mature rattlesnake, but younger animals don't have a sufficient blood volume to fully neutralize the venom.
These adult squirrels have evolved a way to thwart their predator, but the war is far from over. There's evidence the rattlesnake's venom is getting stronger.
That the squirrels have developed resistance has also put a strong source of natural selection on the snakes to evolve more toxic venom. And you have an arms race forming. As venom becomes more toxic, squirrels develop better resistance. And so you end up with these snakes which are incredibly toxic, much more than they would normally have to be for a typical rodent prey.
While some victims of venom are evolving ways to resist it, there's one venom that no animal can overcome. Under close watch by the federal government, researchers study venom that is a mere step from a bioweapon. Its maker is the most venomous creature in the world.